On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Huskers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Bishop. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Handoff again. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the tight end. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
What a disappointment. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Quick give. It's eyes. Stopped right there.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Jackson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Drops back on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. Hits the hole. It's Gordon. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gordon. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, going to throw it. Touchdown, Volunteer! He got it, beat down in bounds. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Running it to the right.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Oh, pressure's coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Trying to get started. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll ride him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Comes down, it's Staley. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Staley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
To the back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Off play action. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown ball. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Calandria. Out wide left, it's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it's Clemson, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Left side is Hunter. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, running inside the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Spider under. Ready, go.
Keeps it moving. It's Bishop. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nowhere to go.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Flag 14, go.
Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. The 20. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Huskers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Using his legs, it's Bishop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play action on 1st down. Finds his man on the stop.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
After that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. From the gun. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Barney. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So here they are, a chance to put together a game-winning drive in a tie game in the final moments.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready. Check.
Quarterback changing the play. Right back to it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. And now a chance, if they can put something together, to maybe have a game-winning drive. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Back's got it on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Ives. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moving the pocket, it's Calandria. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 27, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's got him this time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Breaks into the open. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Dumps it off in the flats. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line, just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it, they could play it safe, but they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand, and they go out, they get the execution needed to win this game. You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl